sports. It's in the game.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Atlanta Falcons. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
The Falcons send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. That is caught. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Gibbs. And he is out of bounds here. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. It's fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. This will be caught at about the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And this one is right through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Okay, ready?
Here's a give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And our statistician, Ben Ramsar, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss rolling in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme, come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken from just outside the 30. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd and a couple. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions are able to widen their advantage. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Oh, yeah, we got more where that came from.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Back to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Number 34 now. Here's first and 10. Now they try the right side here. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Hamler, the motion man left.
Brings up second and 10 at the Lions' 35-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they'll remove the deficit from 20 down to 17. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Lions continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24.
Falcons 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. He'll look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Here's 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Falcons are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked up, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll drop to throw. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Steps away. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Another run for Gibbs here. Now inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. 31 yards on the punt there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a give to Gibbs running left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On third down, here's Gibbs. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he is going to have the Lions first down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains.
First down, Lions.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the player.